We all have a story, we all have a tale. Well, there's a place I've come to know well, led by a man named Sty. He's full of stories, he is quite a guy. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy. If you're feeling lonely, come and make a friend. If you need a story, on Sty you can depend. His voice is soothing like a lullaby. Sometimes he brings a tear to my eye. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite a guy.
Well, hello, Sty. How are you? It's good to be here at Around the Campfire tonight. Hey, everyone. I'm Phil, and this is your host, Sty 2.0, and this is a very special edition of Around the Campfire. So how is everybody this wonderful Thursday night? Thursday nights are so special. We're such a lucky bunch of people where every Thursday and Sunday night we get to visit with our good friend, Sty North. Now, this is kind of a Sty stand-in, let's say, a Sty 2.0. Can you hear me all right, everyone? But in the basement, can you hear me? Okay. I want to make sure everything went fine. So I hope y'all like the introduction. Me and Sty 2.0 worked very, very hard on that introduction for you all so that everybody would feel like, they're not missing out on their Around the Campfire on Thursday night. So I'm glad to see everyone here. We're going to start at the top of the list, and we're going to welcome you. Sty, would you like to read the names off? You want me to do it? He's suffering from a little laryngitis. I think he wants me to go ahead and read the names off. So we're going to start up here at the top. Let's see. Kimberly, where I got here. Saxy Matt. What's up, Saxy Matt? How you doing? Good to see you here. We got Joey. What's up, Joey? How you doing? We got Crazy Ann is in the house. What's up, Crazy Ann? Kimberly Ferris, good to see you in here. Donald, my friend Donald Morris. What's up, Donnie Moe? Good to see you, brother. Oh, let's see who else. We have Teresa Laguera. How you doing, Teresa? Good to see you in here. Existing funny dude. Good to see you in here. Blake, the Spicy Man Hurst. What's up, Blake Hurst? How you doing? Nicole O'Leary. Good to see you, girl. Thanks for coming in tonight. Man, oh, man, we got a great crowd of people here to see Sty 2.0. Jen from over there at Spice and Easy. It's good to see you, girl. How you doing? Oh, let's see who else we have in the room. We're going through. B Wizzle's in the house. What's up, Wizzle? Prince Butler also over from Spice and Easy. How you doing, Prince Butler? Good to see you in here. We're going through the list. We're getting caught up here. Oh, let's see. Get her done. Granny's in the house. Get her done, Granny. I sent you the keys to the Sty Shack. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You can come join us if you like. Saucy Shane, my spicy saucy brother. What's up, Saucy Shane? Good to see you. The Hunt for Heat family says, I'm here. Does I'm here just mean I'm like Cindy? Or like I'm like the bunch of us are here? Let's see. Eric Pollock, what's up, man? I don't have, well, it's, this is Thursday night, but even on Thursday night, I would do some of Eric's tincture. So we're just going to have to do some tincture. Let's do this. We're going to do some of Tone Ranger's tincture. Smooth. Whoa. Everclear. Wow. Nathan from the NDT show. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? Bradley Whitworth. What's up, man? How you doing? ALB Barlow. What's up, man? Hey, I can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. You can see everything, can't you? And everything's fine. Shernette Williams is here. What's up, Shernette? Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Holy mackerel. Flo Beck is here. How you doing, Flo Beck? Good to see you. James Curry is in the house. What's up, James Curry? Good to see you, my spicy brother. Ada Neer is here. What's up, Ada Neer? How you doing, man? Let's see. We're going through this, making sure. Darren Denton is here. Hi from Spice and Easy. Hi, Darren Denton. Good to see you over here, man. Let's see. B Lady, a Perry 9992. What's up, B Lady? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Let's see. Are we caught? Does this mean we're caught up? This means we're caught up. Ooh, that was spicy. That was spicy. Computer Chick. Someone said hello to Computer Chick. Computer Chick. I don't see you on the screen, but there she is. Computer Chick Productions. Leave my side. And Sty 2.0 alone. Well, they know nothing happened in the Sty 2.0. He's sitting right here. Now, the original Sty, he is out having a great time camping. But he didn't want, he asked me to look after his Thursday night around the campfire show. And who better to look out for Sty than someone who's already been looking out for Sty? Look at him. I mean, doesn't he look handsome? He looks all well fed. He's got good color in his cheeks. He's got his sunglasses on, so, that the bright lights aren't too much for him. Oh, thank you for sharing this out. Flo Beck, I appreciate it. Spice and Easy is here. I'm going to take it that this is Alan. Because apparently, based on what Alan's telling me, Fiona's laying in the bed next to him on her back, face up, snoring. So, maybe not yet. So, Gary, 2 sellers from AL from Spice and Easy. How you doing, Gary? Good to see you, man. Oh, good to see everybody here. Spice and Easy, what a great bunch of people, a great couple of people, but a great bunch of people that come to their chats and hang out. OMG, ha, ha, ha. Well, I was trying to get, I got home, trying to get everything ready and everything so we could go live. And I was trying to get some input from Sty as far as what should we do tonight on a night where, the original Sty North is not, and we've got 2.0. And you know what he told me? Same thing he's telling me right now, not a damn thing. He had nothing to say. I mean, he just gives me this blank stare. I don't understand him. It's almost like being married. You ask him, where do you want to go to dinner? I don't know. You get this blank stare. No, what's up? How you doing? There's Fiona. Fiona says, I ain't snoring yet. Oh, we were under the bus there. Holy mackerel. On water now, Ann. Sorry if I missed it. Yeah. It's hard when you got, 20, 30 people in here and you first get in here to say hi to everybody, but we want to make sure we say hi to as many people as we can. Any of my regulars that are in the chat that have not seen the link, there it is. I am going to bring up someone else that's in the basement so that I'm not sitting up here with Mr. Talkative over here. Are you going to say something to the people? Say something to the nice people? No? I did think we should scroll a little something across the bottom while this is going. Let me see here. Where it is it? There we go. If during the stream you like what we do, there on the bottom, there is a PayPal. That is Sty North's PayPal account. You can PayPal Sty North and tell him what a great job his stand-in did, what a great Thursday night stream he had. Also on there, you have Sty's merchandise. So feel free to buy yourself now it won't be 2.0. So I apologize. You'll have to get the original Sty North merchandise. Sty 2.0 does not have his own merchandise yet. He does have his own stickers, however. So if you would like a Sty sticker, we will also do this. We will put an email address up there for a Sty sticker. You may email me your address at everythingspicyphil@gmail.com, and I will send you a Sty 2.0 sticker in commemoration of Sty 2.0's first live stream. Incredible. What a great night. Let's see when we're going back. J-Dog's in the house. What's up, J-Dog? How you doing, man? Oh, let's see. Did anybody else come in while I had that screen on? All right. Looks like everybody's accounted for. All right. We are going to bring up. I'm always on the thing as far as first in, first up. I know I've gone to Sty, the original Sty's, and he brings beauty up before the beast. I'm always last. He sticks me down in the bottom of the screen. If I'm the first one there talking to him, I'm not the first one he brings up, and I understand. I would much rather have the ladies up on top of me down at the bottom too. So I only have beauties in my basement, so I don't have any beasts down there. So I'm going to start by bringing up my very good friend, Crazy Ann. What's up, Crazy Ann?
Hey, you're not a beast.
Well, if you're the beauty, I'm the beast for sure. So
I'm the beast. You're a beauty.
what's up, Elisa Kerwood, aka Rainbow Angel? How you doing, Stephen Cubbert? Stephen Carter, WRX. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Ooh. And now we picked up another beauty down in the basement. But first come, first serve. We got
Maybe like
Get Her Done Granny. What's up, Get Her Done Granny?
Get her done, Granny.
How you doing, girl?
Doing good.
Good to see you. Sty, are you going to say something to the ladies, or is it just going to be me tonight? I mean,
Yes, I
know sometimes you can be nervous around girls, but I would think these girls, you at least know them well enough where you can say something.
It's okay, Sty. Say something, anything. We it's okay.
Say something to Miss Debbie down there. Maybe say something to her.
Yeah, there's Miss Debbie. She's
Yeah.
been waiting on you.
Guys, I think he's still just a little shy. It is his first time, put in the position of host on a stream where it can be nerve-wracking your first live stream where you're the host. So all right. We got one more of Sty's lovely ladies down in the basement. We're going to bring up our last lovely lady. We got Sam Lee from Sam Lee Originals. How you doing, Sam?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
I just got off a benefit I was doing for ending child trafficking. It was so much fun. Everybody was awesome. We had fashion designers, comedians, musicians, and we all collabed. It was so cool.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
Child trafficking is an important thing to try to end.
Yeah. So it was for a great cause, and there were a lot of great people there. So it was fun.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. It sounds like a great. I didn't realize that was something that they were. I mean, I know that it goes on, but I didn't realize they had like fundraisers and stuff for that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Do you think I could sell my children? Never mind. Anyways, not that kind of selling. No.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
No.
Don't want to go.
Now I was, Sty 2.0. I was gonna have, the fire screen behind him. How he normally the original Sty normally has the campfire flickering behind him on a Thursday night. But
well, I got the fire.
when you go live on a phone, which is what we had to do with Sty 2.0, it doesn't give you the option of a green screen, so you can put that up. So Sty has just got the normal background tonight. So, but you know, and I thought about, he's actually sitting in front of a bookshelf. I actually thought about, you know, leaving the tapestry down and just the bookshelf. But then people start looking at the books and they're all trashy romance novels, and we don't need that. So, so yeah, it's kind of different, you know, tonight. You know, I don't have my phone sitting over here because normally I have, you know, real time chat coming up over here on YouTube on my phone. I guess I could pop out in the YouTube one, but then I don't have. It's not StreamYard, so I don't know. So, how are you ladies this evening?
Good.
I'm fine. Hey, Raven.
What's up, Raven? How are you? Eye of Levi. What's happening, man? Good to see you.
Whoa.
That was she rode and then she was gone.
Yeah.
So how
are you today? That's the big question.
Me? Why would you ask how I am?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What about last night?
Oh, last night. I got a great night's sleep last night. What's up, Kayla Ferris? How you doing? What's up, Nick Jones? How you doing? So yeah, yesterday was a rough stream. If you didn't happen to watch last night's stream, out of the blue, I decided to do something other than what was planned, and I decided to chug League of Fire Chug Challenge number 2. Because I got 10 of these bottles that I'm scheduled to do at some point later, next couple of months. I thought, you know, I'd give one a shot, just kind of see how it was. Well, I didn't have the right things in my stomach, and I spent the next hour and 45 minutes sitting here in pain. Pretty bad cramps that we had last night. I've had worse. I've had them where I can't sit in the seat and whatnot, but it was pretty rough last night. So, but you know, all was good. Come around, I don't know, what, about 11:30 or so, 11:15. I got up, went upstairs, walked around a little bit while Ann and my other friends kept the chat going, or kept the stream going. And what's up, Chaucer? Good to see you, man. And I came back downstairs because I wasn't feeling any pain. You figured that we sit down and see how things went. And we sat down and saw how things went. And they were gone. So as quickly as they came, they were gone. So Saucy Shane's like, I may sell my chug challenge. No, Saucy Shane, you just have to do the right prep, bro.
Yeah.
Fiona's like, Phil, I hear it was hot. Oh, it was. You weren't. I know you didn't stick around the full 2 hours that I was talking about all the pain and everything. But yeah, if you go back and look at any of that stream, one of the guys at work today was saying, dude, he said, you kept fast forwarding it to different spots. Like, everywhere I saw you, dude, it looked like you were, you know, in a lot of pain. I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not have an enjoyable night last night. No. That being said, I come home to mail today.
Ooh, sweet.
I have got a package of fragile right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're not familiar with what fragile, no, it's not.
Fragile is some good stuff.
Yeah, fragile and peanut butter is great.
If you don't know what fragile is.
Yeah.
It's like calling
my Uncle Daddy told me about them fragilies.
Uncle Daddy. We used to go camping. We used to go hunting for fragilies.
Yeah. They're hard to find, too.
They are.
Yeah.
Look what I got.
A bag of fragile thermosafe.
That's right.
That's the best kind.
Now you got to cut this open and then you just drink it like a juice.
Yeah.
I think that would give me a different type of cramps. So what's up, Teresa? How you doing, girl?
Hey, there's
I think I already, did I already say hi to Teresa. I don't know.
Do not do what this
Yeah, you
host
do.
says to do. Oh, wait. Sorry, Sty.
Oh, but inside, this is, we have space candy in here. See how it's all wrapped in the space bubble stuff? We have space candy.
Which planet did it?
I know what it is. I'm just going to show everyone. This is kind of like, the time we sit here and talk about running water. What's up, running water? How are you, man?
Hey, running up.
Running water reminds me I have to show a picture of my kids,
Yeah.
I figured what I did do is I brought a box down here. This was when I was in the military. I thought I'd share some pictures of some of the stuff I did in the military. I thought, you know what? We would try something different tonight since I don't have to burn my guts out tonight. So we would share some pictures. Oh, let's see. Oh, there is what I thought it was.
Oh, the Moab.
This is another Moab, mother of all bars. Now this is this one I got the chocolate bar this time instead of the white chocolate. It's dark chocolate infused with Carolina Reaper and caramel filling with ground scorpion peppers. It has the equivalency of 2 of each pepper. So it's not something that's super hot for a chili head, but it's something. This is designed for speed to see how quickly you can eat a half a pound of chocolate. Now you say half a pound of chocolate, 8 ounces of chocolate. That's easy to eat, right? I can probably, pound down 8 ounces of chocolate in, minute and a half, 2 minutes, right? Oh, but no. The challenge is this has got the chewiest freaking caramel in the world in it. What's up, Oji-san? So that is what slows all the competitive eating people down is the chewy caramel inside. Now, we're not going to do this tonight because, again, we're not prepped for it. This is not what we're doing tonight. Tonight is around the campfire. And, again, I know, Sty 2.0, I really wish you talked to the people because I really feel like I'm carrying you now, And when I feel like I start carrying you, man, it's like, I really feel like, you should chip in. This is your show. Still nothing, huh?
He's in a mood tonight.
I'm telling you, man. See now. Maybe I can get. Maybe I got a friend in the basement. Maybe he can help me out. What's up, Running Water? How you doing?
Hey, Running Water.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Oh, your father never did look better. Yeah.
He's kind of looking like Gunny Sty tonight. We've got the Marine Corps cover on him. It's not a hat, and on the Marine Corps, it's a cover. We got that on him tonight, so he could look military. He could look proper. He could look, he could look like he does look, but it doesn't talk. Yeah, I should have rigged something up. So, how you doing, Running Water? How you doing?
Oh, doing all right. Made it out of Colorado in one piece. So
yeah,
they're going crazy down there. So
they're going crazy in Colorado. Not surprising. Oh, a lot going on in our
Running Water is Sty's on, Be a Lady.
Oh, matter of fact, let me see here. You guys stick right there.
Yes,
oh, let's see here. You guys can talk. I mean, it's not forbidden.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just shocked because this is the quietest I've ever heard Sty.
Right? So I figured, I've never had any of my kids on the stream before, and neither is Sty 2.0. But Sty 2.0 and Sty North have a lot in common. Of course, Sty the original Sty has Sty 2.0, and then the original Sty has running water, and then Sty 2.0 has running faucet.
You're a nut.
Yeah. There's running faucet. He's a very if you're not familiar with running faucet, he's a very popular YouTuber. He's also known as Mr. Beast, but so Sty 2.0, he has a popular son, running faucet, and yeah. So thank you, running faucet. Oh, did I click on the wrong thing? Nope. Okay, he's gone. I make it small. What's up, Ann?
There's nothing. Oh.
Something tickled her funny bone.
Yeah, she's
You're a crazy motherfucker. Oh, God.
Oh.
Also sitting down there. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Gary Sellers is over here, or Gary Two Sellers. Has Sty done the Reaper XX? Maybe that's what made him silent. Made
it finally shut up.
I mean, hey, that could shut a person right the hell up. That Reaper XX. So
you could just tell him to sit like you did last night. You could just pull.
Oh yeah. At least we got 1 inch closer to Sty North. Bradley wants to make sure he says hello there. Running water.
Hey, Bradley.
B lady's like, wow, no one is saying anything, right? Well, we are used to Sty carrying the conversation. And with Sty 2.0 up here, he's not just quite as talkative as our good friend Sty North. So
yeah, it should be Sty 0.5.
Yeah, I'm 4, so yeah.
Fonda Cuda says, howdy, Sty. Looking good. Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, he's got some color in his cheeks, It looks like he got hit in the nose with something. His nose looks a little bigger than normal, but
Oh, Sty has been hitting his nose many times, so
I don't think Sty 2.0 B lady, I don't think he eats spicy foods. I think he doesn't have to worry about cramps, that's for sure, because once it goes in, it just goes all the way through, if you know what I mean. You got nothing to stop it. What's up, Saucy Shane?
Oh, God.
I freaking smell like rosemary right now. Well, go wash your hands and you won't smell like that tramp anymore. Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Hey, frog, cute.
And you ought to look for a higher class of woman. If you're gonna walk around smelling like your woman, then maybe you ought to find one that showers or something. I don't know.
Think of somebody maybe it's named Rosemary in here. You never know.
There could be someone in here named Rosemary. Never thought of that.
Yeah. Watch out for the ones that smell like smoked salmon and patchouli.
That's her. Oh, I don't. We
like what?
Yeah.
What's up, Plano Chuck?
Hey, Chuck.
See, this would be the time for someone like Plano Chuck, who doesn't normally come up and see if he could coax Sty into saying something. I mean, I don't know. Everything I'm doing isn't working, so. I mean, it is kind of your show tonight, right?
Yeah, so if you want to yell at Sty and Sty can't yell back, you can just
you can have a debate with Sty 2.0, and guess what? You're gonna win because he can't fight back. So if you've ever lost a debate with the original Sty, this is your opportunity to get back.
Although I imagine he'd be a lot like the regular Sty, where he'll just let you talk yourself into defeat.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
Fiona is like Sty's being quiet so others can speak.
Yeah.
You've been hanging out with Roman, have you? That's scary. Hanging out with Roman. Speaking of Roman,
Yeah, where's Roman? I sent him the link.
I didn't send him the link. I didn't.
I just sent him the link. Hey, Monica.
I almost forgot to send you guys the link.
I
What's
saw.
up, Monica? How you doing?
Monica.
Hey, Monica. Yeah, I didn't get the keys. They got lost in the mail somewhere.
Yeah, I gave you the keys like 2 minutes before this thing started. So
I was like, okay, you don't want us up there. Yeah, so fuck him. Yeah.
silent Sty tonight. Yeah, he is kind of quiet tonight. So I don't know. I think Sty is a master debater. Sty will debate with you. If Sty is set on something, if he will not. He's like a lot of people nowadays, though, right? Once he's got it in his head that this is the way it is for him, he will argue to the death. Sty 2.0. His beard looks better. I don't know. I think it looks a little gnarly tonight. It's a little whiter than normal.
Yeah.
Sty's muted for some reason. Well, if he can unmute himself at any time, but there is, from what I understand, where Sty's at, there are some other noises where he's at, where he does kind of like Sam does sometimes, has to mute so you don't hear all the other noises going on. I believe that's what's going on with that. No, B lady, no, Roman's not here.
Chili won't shut up and let me talk.
Yeah, because you talk a lot. Yeah.
Sty's ghost, that mask.
Come out. Come up. Fuck it.
So everybody on the panel, were you guys all watching the intro? Did you like the intro?
Oh yeah.
It was funny because I'm sitting there watching it, and then someone in the chat says, "I don't see anything," and I'm thinking, "Uh-oh." As everybody not, because I tested that on myself kind of this morning, and of course I wasn't looking at it on YouTube. I was just looking at it on here, so I was worried that you guys weren't seeing. Did you see the intro, Running Water?
No.
Oh yeah, we did the intro, which is your dad's normal intro,
Right.
And just before it changes over to the Celtic music,
Right.
we did like they do on Jackass, and it went boom with 2.0 over your dad's last name, and then boom with 2.0 in your dad's face, and then boom, my logo. So kind of like a Jackass type thing where they go boom,
Right.
boom, boom. So I thought it was kind of neat. I worked on it. So, again, I learned more things on Filmora so that if I ever make good videos that, more than a few hundred people watch, I'll be okay. There's Freeman James. What's up, Freeman? Bear will knock you out. I know, right? Freeman, I got something for you.
Shut up!
There you go.
Wouldn't that be the bear,
Huh?
The bear Sty has, that punch you?
I don't have that. This is the, Sty 2.0 only has my stuff to work from. So Saucy Shane loved the intro. Thank you, Saucy Shane. I appreciate it. And so did Nathan. He says, I thought it was neat. Where was this intro? It was here, B lady. It just looked like Sty's normal intro, except I modified it a little bit right there in the middle. So I have to go watch it.
Hey, Trail Crush.
Hey, Trail Trash. What's up, Trav? Good to see you, Trail Trash. All right. So you know what? I always forget what's in here. I only open this box every now and then. I don't see things. I'm a little drunk. Oh, there you go, Brad. So yeah. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh, look at there. Won't be able to do that, will I? Maybe I shouldn't show those pictures. Let's see here.
What the hell are you doing now?
You know what? You guys might not even find these interesting now that I'm looking through these old military photos, horse playing things.
Which one's you?
None of those were me. Actually, see, that's the big thing when I was in the military. I was behind the camera mostly. And there's a very small, when you go to these foreign countries now, I was 18 years old when I was over there. That's a big van over there. Now that's the size of like a smart car type thing over here. So
I like the high jet they have in Japan. That they are cool. This is tiny little like small trucks. Yeah, so cute.
Oh, geez. This wasn't a bad idea bringing these out here, but that's okay. As I'm flipping through these things. Oh, there's a big old. When I was in artillery, so when you went through and used powder charges to put your rounds downrange, you use different powder charges. So you always had leftover powder charges. So we dig a hole, we bury them in a hole. We wouldn't bury them. We'd dig a hole and we put the powder charges in there and we'd light them off. And that would always make a very, very, very hot fire to burn that stuff off. But that was something that we used to always do. I don't know if you can tell there's one of our smaller howitzers from back in the day. There's a couple of our gunners on there just kind of hanging out, waiting for, I don't know what we're talking about. And it's always funny, everything going on in today's world, your military is always a melting pot of men and women, right?
Yep.
Here's a great example of guys that were on my gun. The melting pot of us guys.
God, just kids.
We were 18, 19. Most of these guys in that picture are 18 and 19 years old.
Fresh
And of course, we like to have a good time. It's us outside the barracks in Okinawa on a weekend. Guys wearing all sorts of. You bring the speakers outside. Guys sitting back there in the chairs drinking beer. People setting up the jams, the music, the speakers. Oh yeah, yeah. Some of these pictures are kind of. And of course, we got people taking pictures of people taking pictures. I don't know why. Oh, and then we got anybody that likes spiders. There's a great big old spider up there on that. Yeah, probably not.
No.
Some of the locals, it's not the best picture in the world, but some of the locals there back there in Okinawa.
Frogakuda is asking what artillery 155?
155 was what we did mostly, Frogakuda. The 155 howitzers. That one picture I showed you was a 105. And sometimes people would have a little too much to drink and use pool tables to stand up on, and he's standing on our pool table in the barracks with. Why he's got his hand down his pants, I don't know.
Try to find something he lost, maybe.
Something he lost, yeah. There's another 105 howitzer, guys just hanging out.
Well, it's a lot of people down there, it suddenly can, you never know.
And there's your old school gas mask back when I was in the military. I hope everybody's enjoying this.
Any mankeens back there?
And of course, us tooling down the roads. These were 5-ton trucks that we used to all sit in the back of that used to pull the howitzers. You can see this little small howitzer on the back of this one was covered up, had a little cover on the back of it. Of course, something that was always unique to see in Japan was an American car, right? So here we are going down a small road in Japan. What do you see? Corvette.
Wow.
Yeah. Just tooling down the road. Now, Japan is Okinawa was a lot like Hawaii, and there's a lot of palm trees, and it's a very tropical island. What's up, Vern? How you doing, man? Of course, when you see the locals in Okinawa, and they see you, and you guys are military, right? You get a lot of the peace sign. Everyone over there always flashing you the peace sign, and of course, these are high school age, guys that are probably maybe a year or two younger than us or a year or two older than us. You'll notice they're all wearing white shirts and stuff. They're either going to school or going to college. But yeah, guys just like us, just, and again, just guys hanging out, being guys. Some of the best friends you can make are in the military.
No, that's on YouTube.
When you're in the military, you really,
Yeah,
don't see color. A lot of people don't see color, but yeah, when you're there with these guys, there's a beautiful, just a picture outside of our barracks and see the way the trees are done and stuff. Just gorgeous scenery out there.
So why don't you like put those pictures and scan them or something and do something with them and put them
I should have. And there's outside of burial place. It all had all these tombs all over Okinawa where families and whatnot would be buried.
Extreme heat challenge.
Oh, here's a picture of me jumping off the diving board into the water. I think I'm upside down there.
Yeah, if you turn the picture, we maybe can see it.
Look at the
face.
Yeah, I had great form there, didn't I?
Your face says it all. Oh shit! I'm about to hit the water.
Remember me telling you about the buses over there? Well, there's one of your buses right there.
It looks like a log.
Now these guys are all shorter than I am, but yet some of the shortest guys are as tall as this little van. I guess not a bus, but a van.
Yeah.
This here is a picture of 29 Palms, and you can see the barrels of our howitzers, and you can see a lot of 5-ton trucks and things in the background, but the howitzers were all lined up there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the guys in Okinawa enjoying some OB beer, Oriental Brewing Company.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then another place, we would actually go to a little island in Hawaii called Koalavi, which was a impact island for the Navy artillery. And these guys had just come back. We all had from being out there. We had to wear goggles, but they come back with all this lava dust all over them. As you can see, they're pretty filthy.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like a normal tan.
Yeah, no, they're filthy with red volcanic dust. So, what's up, Extreme Heat Challenge? How you doing, Aaron?
And Spice and Easy is going to bed, so say good night now, Phil.
Good night, Spice and Easy. Now, something I was very proud of. It was very metrosexual, I guess. And that was my Suzuki Samurai. That's a picture of my Suzuki Samurai from my barracks. And in the backboard, in the back of it, you look, I have my boogie board in the back of that. Oh, yeah. Those were the days. Now, look at the scenery, though. There's our parking lot for our barracks. But if you look in the background, the palm trees, the mountains.
Good night, Fiona.
Good night, Fiona. Joan McKilton, how are you? Good to see you. When were you in Hawaii, Spicy? I was stationed there from 88 to 90 mostly. So, of course, we attended a lot of football games. We went to Pro Bowls. We went to Hula Bowls. We went to Aloha Bowls. I think that's a picture of my friend and me. One of us is on the other one's shoulders. In front of the cheerleaders, because we went down and had to talk to the cheerleaders. Oh, look at this. Look at this little skinny guy in the middle of this. That's me with raising my fist. Oh, yeah. And a little skinny guy right in front of the cheerleader. I was cheering with the cheerleaders.
You still do.
Yeah, boy. There's a whole lot of cheerleaders. You military guys, you see a whole lot of cheerleaders like that. You know what that does to your hormones? Holy mackerel!
You'd really, Johnny Bravo?
You ever hear the old joke? How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her. What's up, Johnny Bravo? How are you?
Well, you know all about that, I guess.
And this was before I started drinking unleaded beer. That looks like the stuff Roman drinks. All right. Have I bored everyone to tears yet?
No.
I just thought some people might find it interesting. No.
Yes, it's interesting.
Okay.
I think you should like.
This is a picture outside the back of one of those dual prop helicopters. That's the access door. That door actually folds down. We sit there with that headgear on, and there's equipment and stuff in front of us. And then when that door goes down, that equipment goes sliding down, and then that little triangle you see there catches the thing for the parachute. So that the second it goes out the back of the helicopter, the parachute opens and things, parachute opens. Yeah, parachute opens.
Exciting, funny dude want to know what's wrong with Sty.
You know what? Maybe I upset him. Maybe that's why he's not talking. I can't tell you. Oh, remember that place I was telling you, that island we went to with the Naval Impact Island? Now, when Navy rounds, we would know when Navy rounds were coming in. Let me take that off the screen. We would know when Navy rounds were coming in, and there were crevices out there. And we would all get down in the crevices. Now, the Navy rounds would be, a mile or so away. But always, in order to be safe, they'd have us get down into these crevices. And we put our backs up against these walls. And when those rounds would impact, dirt and stuff would go down the back of your shirt and whatnot. But, yeah, we always played, military always played it safe with the guys. So, of course. Oh, here's a real skinny picture of me. Crazy. And shooting, that's now this was a 45 before we started using 9 mils in the military. It was one of my buddies. George Milan's son from Louisiana, old Cajun. I still see him every now and then on Facebook. So, let's see. We're about done with this box of pictures. Now we're getting into family. Oh, I'm seeing some other. Oh, we don't want to show that one. This is actually my brother when he was in the military, or before military. He's got his long hair there. All right, I'm about done boring everyone. This is when I first got into sales. Look at that. Look at that guy.
That's a young.
Crazy looking. In that picture, I am probably right around 25 years old.
Yeah, that doesn't. Wow.
Doesn't look at me. Look at me like that. Doesn't look like me at all. Just like that don't look like me.
No, that doesn't look like you.
Not at all.
Scratching bow and
And that's
go.
that. So again, I apologize. Anybody didn't find that interesting? I thought maybe some people might find it interesting. I'm always interested in other people and if they've done interesting things in their lives and things like that. So I thought it might be something.
You don't want to show that is more fun,
No, there are pictures in here I'm not going to show.
And that's the fun part, that's exciting.
Aww.
There you go.
That ain't me.
No, it isn't.
Yep.
I'm not easy to see.
I didn't take any of those pictures. So it isn't just the movies.
No glasses.
Yeah, birth control. And those were actually his. So.
Oh. Phil was a handsome young man. What happened to you, Phil?
I know, existing funny dude. Age. The last time I took a bunch of weight off, it actually made me look like 10 years younger. And at some point, I got to get back to doing what I was doing. I'm glad you find that interesting, Bradley. I know people that are normally here, day in and day out, probably would find that interesting. So, difference then and now is about 100 burgers, more like pizza and beer. There's a lot of pizza and beer around my midsection over the years. So, this spicy marriage will do that to you. Oh, B Lady wants to know who else has pictures up here.
No.
Oh, we could see some old pictures of Anne. That would be interesting.
I don't
right?
know. No.
Look at Ann getting all shy all of a sudden.
Yeah. Nope.
No,
No, she's all
Sam.
about somebody else, but forget it when it comes to her. She's like,
Uh-huh.
Well, I was like the shy. I was like you. I was always the one that was taking picture, and if somebody gonna take picture of me, it was like, yeah, I just hate it. Yeah. Not everybody is a model like you, Samantha.
Samantha's hitting the bottle already tonight. Holy mackerel!
was-
It's only 6 o'clock.
And you made me drink last night. Fuck, I opened the
I
champagne.
didn't make you drink.
it's
Yeah.
root beer, crazy.
So you said you're drinking beer.
Looking at you in pain made me drink.
I don't like real beer. It's gross.
Do you think hot sauce abuse has affected your aging? No, actually. I will tell you what, though. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Doing the spicy stuff at night for you guys, I do have to have some stuff in my stomach. It probably affects me a little, but you know what? All the weight I've gained isn't over the last year and a half that I've been doing this. Matter of fact, I was heavier than this 2.5 years ago. It was just too much pizza. See, here's the thing. My kids twice a week would want Dad to go get pizza, and Dad drank beer. So Dad would go get pizza. He'd get enough pizza to get us through the night and the next day. So I'd eat pizza that night with them, drink some beer. I come home the next night, there's leftover pizza. I'd eat leftover pizza. Then a night off, and then pizza again. Then leftover pizza again. So I was eating pizza like 4 or 5 nights a week, whether it was regular pizza or leftover pizza, and then drinking beer on top of that. And that was all evening eating and drinking. So that's not conducive to maintaining a slender build, should I say. So Sty over here, man, you ought to see the bone structure this guy's got over here. Now this guy over here, he is skinny as a pole.
And you've been looking at the stick a lot. I see.
I someone's got to take care of his stick.
I bet you do.
Sty getting
Do you hear how he's talk about your father running water?
This is 2.0. This is not the original Sty. This is Sty 2.0. There's, I'm not going to sit here and then try to fool anybody into thinking this is the original Sty North. This is Sty 2.0. And we know there's a difference in these two gentlemen. This one's a little more quiet. Imagine that.
Yeah,
What's up, Gretchen Bo? How are you? I saw you come in earlier. I just didn't say hi. So. Let's kiss the devil fire spray sprayed on my junk. How's that a challenge for Phil? Yeah, I'm not too big on I'll torture my stomach, but as far as torturing my junk, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Aaron. I've made the mistake and gone to the bathroom after handling spicy stuff and gone to the bathroom and then come back and sat down and been like, ooh. Ooh. But I don't tell anybody on the camera what's going on when I'm sitting there going, ooh. Because just like anything else, it goes away after a little while, but it can't go away quick enough. So, get it done. Let's see. We're just keeping up with the chat. Yeah, that's wild, man. I hope he adds it to the TT Corp.
Hey, Eric Garcia.
What's up, Eric Garcia? Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about spraying hot stuff on his junk. Maybe you should just cut a pepper in half and rub it on your junk, the inside.
Yeah, why not?
You don't need pepper spray for that.
Only if the woman can handle hot sauce that way.
Yeah, hey, I'll be honest with you. I try to make sure very well before I go to bed at nights that I wash my hands well. You don't want to touch anybody when you've had anything on your hands. I'm telling you. 'Cause, 'cause just like anything else, it goes away after a little while. But it can't go away quick enough. So, Sty, So where you? So now you're out of Denver, Running Water. Where you at now?
I'm somewhere in Nebraska. I'm not exactly sure what town it is. It just there was a truck stop here, and I stopped. But it's since 4th of July weekend, I only have a short run. I'll be picking up over by Grand Island and going into Illinois, down by Peoria.
Okay.
I'll be there tomorrow afternoon and then sit there till Monday morning.
Oh, so you got the weekend off, but you're not going anywhere.
Right. Yeah, I got a total of like 500 miles to travel between now and Monday morning. And that's an eight hour trip. So
wow.
I'll get it done tomorrow, and tomorrow I get holiday pay anyways. So
and you're too far away from home to go home.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Not that it really matters, since there's really they don't have any of the 4th of July stuff going on really. So
that's true. You know what? I'll hand it to the little town that is a mile south of my house. The little town, they're doing their 3.1K. Was it 3K run? I think it's a 3K run. No, it's a 5K run because it's 3.1 miles. They're doing their 5K run, and they're having their 4th of July parade. So, they figured, you know what? You should be able to have the vehicles. You should be able to, because it's not like people go walking in a parade or out shoulder to shoulder, right? They bring like the classic cars down through downtown. A lot of the farmers have their tractors all cleaned up, their John Deeres, their you name it, old tractors all cleaned up. So they're going ahead with the 4th of July parade just like normal. A lot of people love it. Now, what'll be going on as far as, any other activities down there, who knows? But, people go down there, they keep their masks on if they're in a crowded area and, do what they're supposed to do. Everybody should have a good time. So,
do you see the chat Running Water?
I'm sorry?
Do you see this chat? Like Bee Lady asking when you be on Grand Island, and Freeman says stop by sometime.
Yeah, I'd stop by if I was up there. Yeah, I'm gonna be passing through Grand Island. It'll be there a total of about 10 minutes and get on down the road. I'm gonna go hang out in Walcott, Iowa for the weekend. World's largest truck stop.
What's up, Weekend RV, and how you doing?
Trail Trash is going to bed. Good night.
Good night, Trail Trash. Have a good one.
Thanks for having me, Phil. I gotta get going. I gotta make dinner.
Very good.
Love you,
See
girl.
you later, Samantha.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Arcade.
Naperville, I hear, is having their 4th as parking and view. Wonder if Running Water can bobtail there. Oh, Arcade, what's up, man? How you doing?
You ever go through Arkansas? How do you say that? Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah. The last S is silent.
Or like a W.
S is silent. Okay.
Or just like a W.
Yeah, it's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Target.
I pass through there every once in a while. It's not too often to get down through there.
Yeah, have a good night, Sam. Running Water, there's a truck museum there.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, there's a big truck museum there in Walcott, Iowa, where I'm going to be spending the weekend. Also, a lot of old rigs in there, and I don't know if they have it open or not. But the nice thing being at a big truck stop like that for the 4th is, a lot of these drivers have been picking up fireworks out of like New Mexico and down south, and they'll be shooting them off in the parking lot.
Arkansas.
Pepper in the eyes is pain enough. I considered going to the ER. That's bad, Cindy.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Kirk.
yeah. Speaking about pepper in the eyes, I usually keep a can of the what's it called, the bear spray.
The bear spray?
on the truck, because, regulations for having a firearm on the truck are, iffy depending on what state you're going through.
Sure.
Well, years back, I usually had it next to the truck, and I had a little bracket for it. The bracket had come undone while I'm going down this bouncy road, and it got underneath my air ride seat.
No.
And it split that can open while I'm going down the road. Like,
God.
the whole truck, and I didn't have dog or anyone with me, luckily, but yeah, I got my face out the window all teary, like trying to find somewhere to pull off. Yeah, but not fun. Yeah, you want to make sure it's a safe place where it can't get punctured.
Holy shit! That seems like it'd be something to be like next to impossible to get out of the vehicle.
I let the truck air out for a couple days. It was on a weekend. I slept in the hammock.
Holy mackerel!
No, B lady. I run for a manufacturing company that builds steel buildings, and we pretty much go everywhere. It just depends on who has a new structure going up. Oh, let's see, Oregon. I might be through Oregon next week. I got a load going up into Washington, and then from there they'll probably drop me down to Portland to pick up some lumber.
Some Roman candles. Cindy's like, I have had some tink inadvertently on my fingers, thinking I had cleaned them enough. I ended up rubbing my eyes and thought I had injured my eyes. I now double glove and don't have anything alone. Don't do anything alone. Yeah, I mean, when I cut up my peppers so I could put them in the dehydrator, they were all Carolina Reapers. I started off by cutting them in half, and then I just started cutting the tops off of them. But I gotten so much juice on my hands. I rinsed them in lemon and lime juice and washed them and everything else. I basically couldn't touch anything on my face for like a day and a half. So, what's up, Georgiana? Bradley's got to pay beer pong. I didn't know they had beer pong tournaments.
I'd only be good for the first couple rounds.
Right?
Never tried that.
Yeah, although the last beer pong tournament competition I had done, they weren't using beer. They were using whiskey shots, double shots in each glass. And you did not know what was going to be in the glasses. Everything from Everclear up to, Jack, Jim Beam, whatever. So
ooh, now you're mixing clear and brown liquor. Oh,
yeah. Tequila, vodka. Yeah. So you're taking a risk getting it in the cup. You're trying to win by getting in the cup, but there is a risk to it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, B lady, I know all about wearing the gloves for spicy stuff. Just didn't think it was going to be that bad. It wasn't. So, plain old Chuck. Hey, you have a good night. No problem. I thought people might find it interesting. I don't know. I was trying, doing all my own stuff and then doing this. I was trying to come up with something that I thought would be creative, something like, and I can't tell stories like Sty, so I wasn't even gonna try. So I thought, you know what, we'll go on here. Maybe people will find things interesting. I thought maybe people up here would talk like crazy Ann and get her done granny and help carry me, but
Well, I like to listen to what you have to say.
Well, get on to Chili. Tell her to shut up.
Yeah, that dog. Here's for the dog.
Shut up!
I don't think it worked.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Is she loud when she barks? Can y'all hear her good?
Barely.
Oh, just a little bit, like woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, Well, just you mute me if she gets too.
Oh yeah, I
loud.
mean, if it was a problem, I'd let you know. I've always let people know when they're people that one thing. The biggest thing that drives me crazy is like speaker noise. If someone's got speaker noise and stuff going on, that drives me crazy. And then the people that like to come on to your live stream and they like to walk around with their camera and talk to you. What? People they like to get their camera and walk around and think that you would find what they're doing walking around doing this with their camera while they're on your panel interesting, because first of all, you can't, when someone's doing this, you can't see anything they're doing. You can't focus on anything. So second of all, it's completely distracting to everyone in the chat and everybody up on the panel. So I'm projecting right now. That's why I'm not so chatty. I got you there, Chaucer.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, last night was interesting. We're gonna have to get something else this weekend. I got plenty of things to do. I gotta, this is gonna be one of my things I've got to do, which is the world's hottest corn chips. I've done this one or two other times. There's Carolina Reaper on the chips. It's one of the League of Fire challenges we got. You're trying to do it under 2.5 minutes. Actually, you're trying to get the record. I think the record now is under 2 minutes to eat the entire thing of corn chips. Now, you wouldn't think that eating this is 50 grams of corn chips in under 2 minutes would be difficult. Now, for those of you who don't know what 50 grams is, it's like 2.1 ounces, right? 2.1 ounces, that's a handful of Doritos, right? Well, it's a little more than a handful of Doritos, but the dryness is what really screws you up. They're spicy, which I can handle the spice. It's actually the dryness, the fact that you can't do any drink anything along with it. It kind of slows you down. So, but hottest corn chip sounds good. Oh, they are. They are hotter though than if you've ever had the Packy Ghost chips. Packy Ghost chips are a good one. Be a good one to practice with. Bounty by observation. I like big butts and I cannot lie. What's up, Bounty? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Tim.
This is real life. Tim, what's up, man?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Sty, someone's 2.0. Someone's talking to you, man. Say hi to them, man.
You're just being rude, Sty 2.0.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. So yeah, that's okay. And we got, again, I don't know what you guys want me to talk about. I see I'm at a loss tonight because normally I would just come in here and have a full belly, which I didn't do tonight, and we just come in here and eat some stuff, and you'd watch me burn. But I didn't come to do that.
We don't need that today, We could take a day off,
Too late. We've got 34 people watching us right now. We've got 34 people watching, and they're used to, Sty.
Yes, do something. Shut up and find something.
What?
Shut up and find something then.
You shut up and find something. I don't have any. I don't. You got any running water stories, Sty Junior?
Yeah, I suppose.
Mostly
it's trucking stories.
No bad Sty stories?
Not really.
Really?
None that aren't already on his list.
That he's a part of.
That's not fun.
So we, I am all about diversity. I am all about, but every now and then you run into something that's quite unique or quite different. Today at my work, I was helping a customer, and we're getting things all done. I go back and I sit down at my desk, and Joe, all of you guys may have seen Joe. Joe did the one Rummy Bear. We did a
Yeah.
video together. Joe did and I kind of look over at Joe, and Joe's sitting, has a customer across from him. This man that's got like this long stringy hair, just slicked back, right? And it's back down to his shoulders and whatnot. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking, there's something weird about this gentleman. And then I realized that this gentleman had a little bit of makeup on. I'm thinking, that's kind of weird. You don't normally see guys, with facial makeup on, right? And so that catches my eye. I'm thinking, all right, guy with makeup. All right, So I stand up to go up to our front counter. And as I get to where I can get a better view at this, I'll call him a person. This person, I noticed that this gentleman has a
Noise?
a bra on
Oh.
and has what appears to be
Boobies?
yeah. I mean, I wasn't quite sure how to say that. But yeah, boobies. Yeah. And then I started looking at the dress and how this person was dressed. Little pink backpack and whatnot. Now, this person, upon further observation and listening, had a male voice that was sounding like female. So it was kind of one of those things where you kind of had it. Now I know it may be in places like California, you guys are used to this. But out here where I live, we don't see a lot of, and I'm not sure it was a man. B lady, I didn't go back. Never went back to my seat.
You just look on a boob.
To check for the Adam's apple, because usually the Adam's apple is a telltale. You can look at the neck of a man or a woman, and that's a telltale sign of what the person is.
Didn't do the whole Crocodile Dundee and
It just focus on the boobs, This is all the bra and all the boobs, yeah.
Right?
Although, see, out here, being a truck driver, I've seen a lot of guys that should be wearing bras.
Oh, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Between sitting here all night long and in my other job, I don't. It's funny because one time in my life when I gained some weight, I didn't have that because the military never gave me pectoral muscles, right? So I never had pectoral muscles when I was in the military. I did a program 20 years ago where it was a strength program, and I gained a lot of mass in strength and whatnot, and I had pectoral muscles. Well, guess what? When you're suddenly not toned and you're not lifting weights, guess what happens to those pectoral muscles? They go from here to here, and they move. You can look at if you probably saw Arnold Schwarzenegger without a shirt on right now, it'd be one of those situations. So, Mr. Fulton, are you going to sit down?
Yeah, don't go around.
Mr. Fulton's one of these people that I talk about that likes to walk around with his camera and whatnot, and it's completely distracting.
Mankini thing, and Dave Thornton is there. Hey, good evening.
I think it's different to see somebody like that up there. You ought to West Virginia. We never see that.
Yeah. Oh, we rarely see it here. So when
me and the girls was out one day, and they're like, "Mommy,
you should have snapped his bra.
Look, it's a man, and he's dressed like a woman, and he had a mini high heels that big, and a wig, and he talked like a man too." And they were going crazy.
Should have snapped his bra strap, Bill. What's up, Riley? Well, I was getting ready to take a picture. So of course. I'm standing. We got like a screen, a TV screen on a pedestal. We're bringing Mr. Fulton up. We have a TV screen on a pedestal. It's supposed to be for like appointments. So when people can come in, they can see their appointment on the board, who they're with, and everything. We haven't plugged this thing in and done shit with this thing in a while. But anyways, I'm behind it, and I'm going to my camera so that I can take a picture of this person. So when I talk about someone, I can show people, and the salesperson's over there. He's looking at me. He's going, Joe. He's going. So I didn't. So
why didn't you just ask Joey what it was?
you know what? I am not too shy that I wouldn't have gone and talked to the person and had a conversation with them, got friendly with the person, and then had Joe taken a picture. But
yeah, but you just asked Joe no what if it was like what was it?
what's up, Phil's Creepy Videos? How are you, man?
Hey Phil.
How's it going, Phil?
Good. How you doing there, Mr. Fulton?
Doing all right. Just got new shoes.
New shoes, new kicks.
Oh yeah.
A6.
A6.
A6. Heck yeah, those are good running shoes,
Yeah.
man.
That's all I wear.
got those. I got those for my early birthday present from one of my friends.
Nice. You got friends that buy you like tennis shoes and stuff?
Yep.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he was buying a car, be a lady.
I need friends like that.
Well, B lady, I'll tell you what. He
or she
came up on a bicycle, and this I didn't know but he left on a bicycle. He had a helmet. They had like a big thing on the top of the helmet, like a mohawk, but it wasn't a mohawk on top of the helmet. And
mohawk pink bag.
now he also had a state ID. Did not have a driver's license, but had a state ID.
Oh God, this sounds better and better.
There was a reason why he was riding a bicycle and had a state ID, because he didn't have enough credit, even with half the money down for a car, to get approved for a car.
Well,
You all right, Ann?
Sty, would you do something about this?
how did you make me big but not yourself big before?
I made you big by yourself.
Yeah, but
I was trying to make me big. I was trying to make me big.
Yeah, when you was showing a picture, you could just do that.
I could have. Then you guys would have all disappeared. See, I couldn't do this. I wanted everybody to still be on the side while I was showing pictures. Sty, do you have anything to say? Or I'm sorry, Sty 2.0. Anything?
Oh,
I think he's muted.
he will love that man, girl, whatever it was.
You all right, Ann?
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Oh, and you'd have a heyday out here riding with me, seeing some of these characters. There's this one guy, I see him about every month or so. He drives this bright pink. He has a.
Oh God, they're kissing. What?
Are you kissing him? Really? Oh God! Look at him walking there in the eyeshadow. Or the glasses. Yeah. He put baby in the corner. Well, if I'm gonna see that running water, I will laugh. So I'm gonna pee on myself. Yeah.
This one guy, he's got this bright pink Peterbilt with purple flames, and this guy's always wearing like knee-length skirts and like tube tops, but he's got like a 1980s like Arnold Schwarzenegger flat top haircut, full makeup, and the whole dash of his truck is Barbie dolls.
You have to take picture of that.
And if that wasn't bad enough, this guy's got to be about 6'5", 6'6". Walking around with his high-heeled, like knee-high boots out there, feeling up the truck and stuff. Real nice guy, but it's like, yeah, it stands out. You can't miss it. You know. Has a mustache to put me to shame. You know, but it has that engine fire red lipstick. And
Oh my God.
Oh God. Ooh. I just have a car somewhere.
So B Lady had a good question. Can you sell a car to someone who doesn't have a driver's license? Yes, you can.
if they have the money.
Yeah.
I sold a vehicle to an 84-year-old lady that did not have a driver's license. She bought the vehicle so that her living caregiver, could drive her places, get her groceries, and take her to her doctor appointments and everything else. So yes, she actually leased the car. You can buy or lease a car with just a state ID, and and it wasn't a problem. I mean, the bank approved her with just that, and it was just fine. She insured the vehicle. She bought it. She insured it. That she did have to put the caregiver on as the person that was actually driving the car. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be looking at buying a car later this fall. So
You don't have a car?
Well, I sort of do, but it's got too many darn problems that keep popping up. It's a 2008 CRV.
Okay.
So, and I'm just trying to get it running well enough that I can trade it in. And I'm looking at probably a Jeep.
Does it run?
Yes, sort of. Oh, right now, what's coming up is bringing up the fault on the the camshaft position sensor.
Yeah.
I replaced that, but it didn't fix the problem. So I'll probably end up bringing it down to Toyota, Honda there, have them look at it. Put a little money into it just because, I mean, hell, they hold their value, for trade-ins.
They do. The biggest thing with a lot of those vehicles that people will fix up before they trade it in is they never get that money back out of it they fix it up with. Dealership can fix it for, especially the older vehicles. The older vehicles, the dealerships don't even fix them up in most circumstances. The older vehicles, we just wholesale to these little buy here, pay here places.
Right.
And they really put some Band-Aids on them and sell them to some suckers.
Mm-hmm.
Most dealerships won't even mess with that stuff.
Yeah, see, and I ended up buying this one directly from the dealership just before they put it on the list to get shipped out to one of those, auction houses.
Okay.
Yeah, and it ran great for like the first 6 months, and then it started acting up where I get over 45 miles per hour and it starts derating.
Really?
That I can't get over 45 miles per hour with it. So.
B Lady, if you're asking about leasing, in some states, leasing you hear the problem with it. What's up, Watson? How you doing? The problem with leasing outside of a state like Michigan is you don't know if you're really getting a good deal or not, because in Michigan, everybody leases, at least in the populated parts of Michigan, the lower parts of Michigan. Everybody, you wouldn't believe it, but about 85% of what we do in new car sales is leasing. So having sold a little over 200 cars this month as a dealership, you figure we had 170 leases and 30 retails, which would be cash or finance cars. That's a lot. So yeah, I mean, you're only buying a percentage of the car when you're leasing a car, right? You're buying 35, whatever. But the problem is when you're outside of like Michigan, where they do a lot of heavy advertising on this stuff, is you don't know if you're getting a good deal or not. So, in Michigan, they do a ton of advertising. You go in on most ads that we run, other dealerships run, are stripped out, hoard out deals. You got to come up with the money to get those monthly payments, which they explain to you. So they're not as good a deal as you think they are, but they're actually still a really good deal, because in most cases, everything dealerships are advertising are just It's designed to sell a lot of cars. It's not designed to make money on those cars. It's designed to get you in and have you want something more than what they're offering, not the basic cheapest car that they offer. So, well, I have a lease right now in my driveway. Now, I started off with Toyota, Jason. So I've got 2 Toyotas in my driveway, and then I got a lease Silverado in my driveway. So, I mean, if you get the right deals, the right time of year, leasing's not a bad way to go. Leasing can give you a really cheap payment, get you more car than you would be able to afford. I mean, we do it a lot of times with Silverados, right? So a nice Silverado, crew cab or double cab, is somewhere between $45,000 and $50,000. I don't know how many of us out there can afford a $700 a month car payment.
Jesus.
I can't. So, that's why, or maybe a $600 car payment. I can't. So that's why people lease. They'll get more vehicle than they can afford on a purchase. They lease it. They got a nicer vehicle. They put 10, 12, 15,000 miles a year on it, whatever. And it gets the payment closer to where they're at. So, 4Runners are an awesome vehicle. My wife has always wanted a 4Runner. That's basically what a Tacoma is. My 2 Tacomas basically are 4Runners without the cap on the back, right? So, what's up, Will the Rocker Will? Well, B-Lady, most people in the state of Michigan either have family members that are GM employees or they qualify for supplier pricing, which always helps out. When you're outside of Michigan, it don't help. It's hard to know.
Yeah, that's what I've been weighing back and forth is the, lease versus buying, because, this car that I have, I've had it now for 2.5 years, and I've put 1,800 miles on it, in 2.5 years,
Yeah. Well, see, now you're not going to get your money's worth.
Right.
To lease it.
Right. So,
to me, leasing, so the lowest mileage they would offer you on a lease would be 10,000 miles a year. That's the lowest they offer you. Okay. So 3-year lease, you're allowed 30,000 miles. And we have old people do it all the time. They turn in a vehicle with less than 10,000 total miles on the vehicle. Well, that's like going to the pizza parlor, buying a large pizza, eating 2 slices out of it, throwing the rest away. Why the hell would you do that? So you might as well find a way to buy the whole thing, even if you got to finance it for 6 or 7 years at a little higher interest rate to bring the payment down a little. You're better off to buy the vehicle and pay for it over a longer period of time than you are to buy 35% of the vehicle and give them back 25% of the vehicle, right? So it's always, that's my thought. I mean, I've been doing this 19 years. That's kind of my thought process. Now, I don't talk anybody out of what they want to do. Right. Someone said, hey, I want to come in, I want to lease a vehicle. And, unless they're going to put too many miles on it, you want to lease it? Hey, I'm not going to talk you out of it. It's not my job to talk you out of it. It's my job to give you what you want. So.
Well, and what I was kind of looking at also is since I really don't put miles on the vehicle, by buying it, once I paid it off, it would be such low miles that I'm going to get premium resale on it.
Right.
If I trade it in or, sell it later on.
Yeah, it's a low mileage vehicle. Low mileage vehicles always brings more money, especially if you're lower than what the average. Because see, like the average 2 or 3 year old car turned in on lease is what the market's flooded with. So market's flooded with 2, 3 year old cars that have between 20,000 and 35,000 miles on them, right? If you got that same car, let's say after 3 years you want to trade your car in, and you only got 10,000 miles on it, you're in the rare category as opposed to where most of the market is. So
right.
But you don't buy them to turn. You don't buy a car to turn around and sell it 2 or 3 years later. To me, at least for me, I've always bought my cars to get them paid off and just to see how much I can get out of them. For example, my Tacoma that I've got now, I'm not saying you can do this with every brand of vehicle, but my Tacoma has 341,000 miles on it. I bought it brand new in 2005. Now I've hit a few deer with it. 7 years ago, it had the frame recall. They stripped it all the way down to a frame, put a new frame and leaf springs on it, and put it all back together. But yeah, and Toyota did that for me for free because there was a frame recall. So
Wow.
yeah. Well, it wound up costing them $16,000 to do that for my truck, because when they take a vehicle from you for a frame recall, they take it from you and they put you in a rental until the frame comes in and they can rebuild it for you. Well, the frame took 3.5 months to come in. So they paid for all that rental for 3.5 months, the frame, and then they paid the dealership top dollar for them to strip it down. And then you'd be surprised, though, stripping down a vehicle isn't as much. I mean, it's like you have to take it apart bolt by bolt. There are things on the frame, like the box that, some bolts and whatnot, the box pulls right off, the cab and things, you pull the cab and stuff off, and then there's the engine. Then you kind of dismount that. So they got the truck, once they had the frame, I think it was 3 days, and they had taken it all off, put it all back together. So, well, I mean, sometimes in Detroit you're going to get better rebates. Here's the thing is in Michigan, when you talk about buying a vehicle, not leasing a vehicle, but buying a vehicle, in Michigan, there's a lot of dealerships that are stone's throw away from the other Chevy dealership. So if you work at a Chevy dealership, there's another Chevy dealership right over there. There's one over there. And there's one over there. You could throw a stone and hit another Chevy dealership. You get outside of Michigan, you get out into a more rural area, which a lot of our country really is. And a dealership is the only Chevy dealership for the next 40, 50 miles, right? So you're kind of a captive audience. What's up, Sherry Watson? How you doing, girl?
Hey, Sherry.
And most dealerships aren't going to barter with you very much. Most you get outside of the state of Michigan. And most people don't qualify for GM employee pricing. Most people don't qualify for supplier pricing. So you're negotiating starting from sticker, right? And vehicles nowadays just don't have the markup they used to have on them either. So you go into a dealership, looking at a new, $30,000 Equinox, which is what we lease a lot of. There's a couple, $2,000, $3,000, somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500 total markup in that car, all the back end stuff and everything. That's all there is profitability in that. Now, of course, there's a lot of times in used cars, there's a lot more markup, but not if a dealership is advertising it online, because if a dealership is advertising a used car online, there's so many other dealerships advertising that same used car with the same miles. You have to be competitive online. They don't have the same markup online. So if you're ever going to buy a used car, you definitely want to go online to find what that dealership is asking for online and see how it compares used car wise to other cars online, so that you're getting a good deal. And you can the pricing online, a lot of times you can get another $500, $1,000, $1,500 off. If you went inside the dealership and didn't see that vehicle online, they'd probably tell you what they have on the sticker on the vehicle and not what they're advertising it for online. That being said, I'm done with car talk. But
yeah. The Equinox is what I'm currently paying lease on, that the X has.
Oh, okay.
That we had gotten it together, but then when we split up, she moved down by Milwaukee. She needed transportation. I'm like, take the Equinox. I'll find a beater around here to buy. But that runs out in November. I'm like, well, that's good opportunity for me to go find another vehicle for myself then.
Yep.
Because that's an extra $400 a month I'll have that I can put somewhere else.
Yep. Yeah, when she's on her own when that comes, right?
Yeah. Which she's been saving up and for down payment and stuff, and looking at her options. So
yeah, arcade. Got a question for you, Running Water. Are you on that lease with her?
Yes.
Okay. As long as she's still got that vehicle, you still have lease loyalty. Lease loyalty is something that you're going to want to use whether you buy or lease a new car. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to get a copy of that bank contract and a copy of her registration and a copy. And if you can get it, you don't need a copy of her license, but you'll need a copy of that registration and you need a copy of that bank contract. So you want to do something if you're going to do a new car before that expires, because that's worth extra money to you on most everything. So,
okay.
Just saying. Once that lease loyalty on that thing runs out, that in most cases that's anywhere from $500 to $2,000 in rebate money that would be gone. So, sorry again about the truck talk. I always figure if I could help somebody out that I know, even the people that come in, bottom line is, you always be fair with people and whatnot. Some people, when they come in on their employee pricing, they go down for their employee pricing. We make a little money when we sell it at employee pricing. Nothing wrong with selling cars and making money. Some people, that's not good enough for them, and some people you give a little bit more off of that employee price. But not everybody that walks in the store gets the exact same price on all the vehicles. It's just it's a fact. So it's funny then everything you see in the chat now. Yeah, let me get off this subject. Oh yeah, trying to find a no-frill standard car is next to impossible anymore. Oh. What are you doing down there, Mr. Fulton?
Huh? Nothing.
I was wondering if he was even still there.
That's all right.
Cool.
This Saturday and tomorrow, I've got a special guest on StreamYards. If you guys want to come, it's at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
1 o'clock
and
on
then
Friday.
And then 12 p.m. on Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream of the parade.
Nice.
You're all invited.
Guys, if you are not subscribed to Mr. Fulton, definitely subscribe, Mr. Fulton. I'm sure when he goes live, if you hit the notifications, when his video comes out, you'll see it. When he goes to the parade, you'll be able to, click on the parade and watch the parade where Mr. Fulton's at. Maybe get a little narration at the same time. So, what's up, Newfound Drone Products? How you doing, man?
Hello.
Mike's World. What's up, McConkey? How you doing, man?
I had bad luck with drones.
I can't grab them.
Yeah, I never had one, but the company thought they'd do a cool, photo of all its drivers with the drone, and they lost control of it. The controller went out, and I was the one that caught it in the face.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch. I bought a little cheapy one, like $100 one that had a camera on it. That I figured, maybe I'll fly this around, get used to this, and then maybe I'll upgrade to something. That was a few $100s. Yeah, I lost interest. I mean, first of all, they're not easy to fly.
No, they're not.
The battery life on the one, the one that I got isn't very long, like 15, 20 minutes tops, and and it's done. But yeah, I mean, and if you do like the first person, it might be good if you had like the goggles on, you're doing the first person, and you could, you were like felt like you. But when you get that drone, I mean, it's got 4 props on it. You get to turn a certain direction, and the controls don't change. Well, everything's opposite, or everything's Oh, I had such a hard time. And of course, I'm trying to fly it around in my property. There's a pool, there's a house, there's trees, there's power lines, and it's like, there's all these things. And of course, I get panicked, right? You start going the wrong direction. You're like, and then you overcorrect. And then the next thing you know, the thing's like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I never got very good at flying. It's still up in my bedroom, but yeah,
They're
I never
hilarious.
got very good at it. So,
If you want to go right, you go right. If you go left, you go left. If you want to go up and down, you go up and down.
well, they need to do like a single joystick, like video games. Like, right, this is up,
Yeah.
this is down, this is left, this is right. There we go. That I can handle. These up and down and squirrel around. I mean, I've watched these guys. Hey, hello, Pilo Pepper. What's up, girl? How you doing? I've watched these guys, probably like Newfound Drone Productions. These guys that have the camera on their drones, and they're flying them through trees and down and around, and they go up, and they make them do a front flip or a side flip, and then they go swooping down. And I've seen people take them like into abandoned buildings and then go through one way and then come out a window and all sorts. I'm thinking, man, these guys have got to have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in flying time to take a $400, $500, $600 drone and be doing stuff. And some of them, I watched this guy called Philly Drone Life. It's not Philly Drone Life. Maybe it's Philly Drone Life. He's always flying his above Philadelphia. He kind of lives in. It's not the housing projects, but it's it's very tight quarters where he lives, and he takes it up and he flies it right up to the city of Philadelphia. He drives around statues that are on top of buildings, around churches. He's taking it down to like the river down there where it's a big river that barges and stuff and military ships. I've got a lot of pictures and stuff on my phone and stuff that some of these guys are incredible what they do with these things. So
yeah, the closest I've done is RC planes, little camera on there, but.
And I have an RC car. I have a Trax RC car,
okay.
and that's pretty easy. So, but
if I tried to do a drone video, they think a drunk person was behind the controls.
Yeah, fine with me, I guess.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, it's Newfound Drone. I'm sure it's just like video games for my kids, right? My kids have these games. I'm sure for Running Water too. You got these game controllers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking game controller. You got two little fucking toggle things on here. You got all these up, down, all these buttons over here. L1, R1, fucking buttons.
Yeah, why you got all that?
You got all these buttons up here, and then you try to play with someone online, and you're trying to freaking figure out how to do this and how kids get on there and they scroll right through the screen. They know right where to go. They're exactly like Running Water. Yeah, you got all these. I mean, look, that's not that's insane.
Why they need so many buttons?
Right?
Die!
Yeah, right. A joystick and a couple of buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous, folks. And that was the funniest thing when I used to play PlayStation 1 with my kids, right?
Yeah.
And that was a very look at that son of a bitch.
Good God Almighty.
What the fuck is that?
Have to know how to type. You have to know how to run it.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Got the full keyboard on there so I can type and I can play.
So yeah, you don't have to search for the letters with the joystick. You can actually just type shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's horse shit.
That's horse shit.
Yeah, but okay. So remember the PS1 controller is pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Few buttons. No L1, R1, L2, L. I mean.
Right.
But these things nowadays, it's like, this is ridiculous. I mean, all right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 buttons.
Did you count the middle one there? The big black one?
Yep, that one too.
No. The big black panel is a button also.
Is that a button too?
Yeah.
18.
Plus, it's got gyro controls in it, so in certain games when you tilt the controller, it controls the game.
Oh, good God.
In addition to all your buttons, because the buttons aren't enough for some games.
Yeah. I need to try to play Rocket League and that doesn't.
Yeah, exactly, right? I look like an idiot playing Rocket League. We go on there and play, and some poor snaps have to play with us, and they're probably thinking, they ran into no, I'm sorry, retarded people play video games better than I do. But
see, here's the key.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a game controller.
Yep.
That's my speed.
Yep. Done everything we needed.
That's right. Up, down, left, right. Yep.
Right. Real simple, you know?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but see that's the key to playing video games right there.
What
Yeah.
the heck?
Energy drinks.
Yep. Keep a case of energy drinks right next to you.
Well, how the hell else you could play a game for 24 hours? You know, especially when these guys get new games, right? These guys get new video game release.
24 hours, lightweight.
Yeah, exactly. Brand new video game.
Such
They've been
like
waiting
this.
a year for it to come out. They're one of the first ones at the store or wherever, however they get it. They're one of the first.
Oh yeah,
ones to get it.
Xbox.
And they go home and they play this thing through the night. They play it until they beat the damn game.
That's
just
me.
like what Walter did.
And they
like
don't stop.
you know.
And they don't stop. They practically piss and shit themselves. In order to be one of the first, there's a pride, a sense of pride to be one of the first people to beat the game.
You just refill your bottles.
There you go. You got to get the wide mouths.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's what I do on home time is I'll spend probably a good 2-3 days straight just playing whatever new game. You know, beat it, go through, beat it a second time, you know, after I got the groove the first time through, and then put it on the shelf.
The gaming PC won't even start up without a pack of Pepsi sitting next to me.
Yes. Amen.
What you mean now is a porta potty.
Yeah. For my PC gaming at home, I got the little mini fridge next to it, and then the microwave on top, so I can get the hot pockets out while I'm sitting there playing. And
well, that's my boys, and my wife buys that shit. My wife buys Hot Pockets and Totino's pizza rolls and
bagel bites.
So, of course, we don't see the kids eat this during the daytime, right? Because all their friends are up in the middle of the night playing video games. So, while I'm doing this right now, both of these knuckleheads are upstairs right now. They're just kind of getting started for the night. They probably won't go to sleep until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, they sleep until past noon, right? They got to get their 8 hours in. And then they'll get started at it again. But they really don't get animated much doing their video games until late in the evening. And then you'll hear them when I'm down here. You're hearing them up there yelling and screaming. And the funny part is they're both in rooms up here playing against each other with other people. And they're yelling at each other with their headphones on. So they're hearing them there and they're hearing them. And then I got to hear them. Craziness. But, hey, that's video games nowadays, right?
Yep.
Apparently you got these places now you can go virtual reality, You put a headgear on and
Well, I was Sty play the neighbor heard him.
What's up, William Ross? Thanks for coming
He was calling me bad name that day. Oh God, I was cocksucker and you fucking pig and you piece of shit, you crappy moron, and he was calling me names for.
I'm sorry, but you could put an 8 or 9-year-old on a video game that's never said a curse word in their life. You put them on a video game for a couple hours, and they're talking like a sailor.
Yep.
And it's funny because, here at our home, I don't know how long it's been, maybe the last 4 or 5 years, that we've actually had Wi-Fi at our house. So we didn't have we weren't the typical house 5 years or so ago. So the boys, if they were playing video games, they were playing video games. They're playing the video game. They weren't playing their friends and everything else. But as soon as we had Wi-Fi, they're linking up with all their friends. My one son, when he wasn't doing that, he'd be on the computer and he'd be watching people play video games. Now, these people that you would watch play video games that are narrating the video game as they're doing it, they got potty mouths. And then, my one boy, and again, he's 17, so he was 12, 13 years old when he's watching these adult men play video games, not like me, but, guys in their, late 20s, early 30s, and every other word out of their mouth's a curse word. And I'm sitting there going, are we really letting him watch this stuff? And we would when we were around, we would do our best, but obviously, when we're not around, he's we hear that stuff, and then of course, when they start playing and they're playing their friends, it escalates over a period of time where it's just like you can't even get a 17-year-old kid to not you get them not to curse. You get them not to curse at you. You get them not to curse. They curse on the game, but they don't. When they're around their friends, you keep them. Hopefully you've got them raised well enough where they're not having to use that language in normal day-to-day conversation. So,
yeah, you run into a lot of gamers out here amongst the truckers. I've got a few guys that I've known for years out here that, actually I got two of them that we're going to try and meet up in Walcott, and we'll set out the projection screen on the back of the trailer and sit outside and play video games.
Are you kidding me?
No. Yeah. Just, you set the projector, you set it up on the back of the truck and you sit on the flatbed with your folding chairs. Got your speakers set up, or have it running through the power outlet in the truck, and then you have a guy next to you at the same setup, and you guys are playing through the Wi-Fi at the truck stop.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of people I know out there that Well, like I said, who's one of the biggest YouTubers out there gaming wise? Ninja, right? Everybody's heard of Ninja.
Nope.
I think everybody's. I mean, if you're a gamer, he's one of the biggest ones on YouTube. This guy's making millions of dollars playing video games. Of course, talking about them and things like that. So
yeah, and it all depends on the game itself, on who's big and who's being followed. You look over at Minecraft. You got certain players that millions of followers, or like I watched the Hermitcraft, where it's like I think there's like 20 players that play on a single server, and all of them are like million followers each. Playing. Just it's insane.
Yeah, PewDiePie I think is one of them.
PewDiePie
started off as a gamer. I mean, he may still be a gamer. I don't know.
Dead serious. Who the fuck is Ninja? Yeah, right, Chelsea.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I'm only learning this stuff after being on YouTube, and you find out some. I think the person that actually turned me on to Ninja was talking to Runny Egg one time. He was talking about something, and obviously he'd love to. We all would love to grow our channel to a certain point. I mean, that's obviously ridiculous, but he was talking about. I think he was the one that told me about Ninja. And I went and looked this guy up, and I'm like, holy mackerel. And, of course, I sit and watch for a little while because the guy was interesting, how he explained things and what was going on and things like that. But, obviously, I haven't watched anything. But, obviously, and then, of course, now you got, apparently these, we people that use these aren't real gamers anyways, right?
Depends on the game.
Yeah, because most of your people that actually use computers, gaming computers, not laptops, but actual gaming computers will say, well, you're not a real gamer. That's a Xbox or a PS4 or whatnot. To them, you're not a you're cute, but you're not a real gamer. A real gamer has got a keyboard and a tower and a flat screen TV, and those are your real gamers. So
yeah. What's funny is a lot of these PC gamers are using the Xbox controller or PlayStation controller on their computer.
Oh, okay.
You see this one? This game is called The Force Unleashed.
Yeah, good game.
Well, there you go. See, I've never even heard of it. It's funny.
I'm still working on it.
When I got my PS4, I guess it's a PS4. Is it PS4? Yeah, it's PS4. When we got that, my wife bought me a video game for it, which had like 20 of your old school, like 80s video games on it, like Centipede and Tempest. And I played it probably for a couple of weeks. And then it was like, of all those 80s video games, there was only a couple on there that I ever really liked. And my favorite ones weren't on there. So it did, for me, I got with a home, I got too much stuff to do around here to sit and spend hours doing that. Now, I tell you, when my kids started getting like the Black Ops games, I was never very good at the Black Ops games. But what I used to like to play with them was the zombie thing, because you'd have like the German Nazis and whatnot. I think it was the Black Ops, the first Black Ops. You'd have all those different rooms where you'd have to board the things where the zombies would come again, and that used to scare the shit out of me when suddenly one would be behind you and you were dead, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that used to scare the shit out of me. So. Everybody in the chat talking about gaming is a good way to grow your channel. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a gaming channel, I mean, for me, I think everything's spicy. I don't think it would help me. I don't think it would help me grow anything. So I've done some other little things here and there, but I watch a gaming channel called Oxhorn, but only because he games the games I play. And exactly, that's what you're going to look for, right? Maybe get some tips. I have not played it. World of Tanks. That sounds good. I'll take an Atari 6400 over any version of the Xbox any day of the week. Now, the PSP, that's a little handheld thing, right? I don't know. PSP.
PSP application, yeah. Or PS4, PlayStation.
Now, see what I wanted. There was another zombie game that had come out, and when right after we got the PS4, I was like, all right, I want to get this game when it comes out for Christmas. Well, it wasn't scheduled to come out that Christmas. It was scheduled to come out the Christmas a year later. Well, the Christmas a year later, it still hadn't come out. I think it lost something or other. I forget what it's called, but it finally came out. I lost interest because it took it 2.5 years after I saw the first video for it. It took it 2.5 years to come out, and I completely then lost interest. So, and I still see people play it online. Matter of fact, I think I saw Squishy Unicorn playing it, or Runny Egg one playing it one time. It was like, oh yeah, that's the one that I was interested in, but. Brian Ames just launched a game. Now, Brian Ames, we all watch. He does a lot of spicy hot sauces and stuff. So, oh my gosh. So Beanie's hooked too, huh?
Yep.
I guess all the kids are, right?
Yep.
My one daughter really wasn't, because my boys always kind of took things over. You know, the boys always kind of, they were constantly on it. So the girls found other things to do with their phones and whatnot. But as soon as they get them boys off of it, I know my 21? My 20-year-old daughter, I think she's 20. Now she's got a boyfriend. The two of them both got their own gaming systems, and she's just as bad as my boy is here. So,
have a good night, Bradley.
No, it's not Lost Souls.
Bradley.
Good night, Bradley. Yeah, this is a weird, around the campfire talking about gaming.
I love the game. He has all the consoles, all the games. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Dark Souls. What was it? It was all the video, all the previews I saw for it. Foxit was this guy on a motorcycle, and there were just hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies.
Days Gone.
Days Gone, that's it. Yeah. Have you played that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I waited 2.5 years. I mean, I was still, even after a year of waiting, I was still interested. Even after a year and a half, because I saw the previews for it, I saw the videos for it, and those look fucking cool as hell. What's up, New Founder? How you doing, man? They look cool as hell. Of course, I was really into zombies at that point in time too. All the Walking Dead, Z Nation, the movie, and all that stuff. Walking. What was it? What was that? Goddamn, Brad Pitt movie. Was that Z Nation?
Yeah, that was Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I mean, all that zombie stuff. I was all into that at the time, and now I'm not even watching. Well, since I started YouTube, and I stopped watching Walking Dead because it's on Sunday nights when Sty is. But what's up, Mafia Tech? How you doing, man?
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, what one you might like would be oh shoot, I don't remember what they called it, but it was the Red Dead Redemption at the zombie version.
I've
That
seen people play that.
yeah,
Red
that was
Dead
it. You know, Wild West zombies. You know, I can get behind that.
Now, here's the biggest problem that I have with a lot of games that a lot of you folks like. Okay, I hate stories. I hate stories. I hate having to go to someone, read what they want to tell me, and then I've got to get on a horse or I got to go walk somewhere. To me, a game like the zombie thing, or like most of your shooting games, like some of your Black Ops, should be like almost constant battle, right? Constant something going on. I mean, that's so that's why I like the zombie. That's why I like all the. But when they get, and I don't understand Minecraft. I'm sorry, Minecraft people. But Minecraft, first of all, looks like it would be an 80s video game. And you're just building shit. I mean, the building shit. I mean, I don't, excuse me, but I don't understand the whole blocks and chopping stuff up and doing no.
Yeah. You're gonna mine some stuff so you can craft stuff so you can mine more stuff.
Yeah. No. I'm not really digging when I watch my son play Minecraft and watch other people play Minecraft. I'm looking at this going, this is not. I mean, I can get into watching people shooting each other. Although the shooting each other stuff still gets me too, because watching guys shooting each other and they're jumping up and down, and they're and they're playing but their character on the screen is he's lightly touching the ground and he's back up in the air doing all the I mean, to me, it's like how realistic is all of that, and you see a lot of that in Fortnite, right? A lot of people jumping up and down and they're building shit. And I mean, that's obviously a huge game out there is Fortnite. And I watch that stuff and it blows my mind. Arcade. Minecraft is freaking cool. Well, see.
Well, and see, like on Minecraft, it can be repetitive playing it, especially if you're playing it alone. It's when you're playing with others and stuff, then you can get that dialogue. It becomes entertaining.
Night be lady.
Good night, be lady. Yeah, I never got into like Genesis. I skipped like a generation of gaming. I think my gaming in like the military, we were on Nintendo systems, and then I got married, and all of our kids were too young, and then I think we started right up with like the PS1. I think the PS1 was like, so I missed like the Genesis, Sega. I mean, the Genesis, Sega was out there when Nintendo was, but it was kind of supposedly the advanced thing, but it wasn't as, I don't know. So kind of missed all that. So, which isn't bad.
Which, you go to my place, the way, my brother and I have it set up, we got 2 big screen TVs in the living room. So, depending on which side of the couch you're sitting on, you're sitting in front of a TV, and then, we've got every game system ever created. So it's like, what are we playing? Fire it up. You want to play Atari? Okay, we'll hook that up.
Wow.
So,
but see, as much as I sit here and talk shit about that's now when you look at those, a lot of those are kind of like boring. You almost want to teach yourself. You want to take the time to try to learn the controller. So there's something like this might be second nature, but you have to invest so much time in trying to make this like, and then remembering what everything does. That's the biggest frustration for me, is remembering what everything, pushing the wrong button to do something is the most frustrating thing on these damn controllers.
Oh yeah, especially when you have games, like you're talking, where you got storylines, you need to talk to people, and you gotta go talk to this guy. You go up to talk to him, and you accidentally shoot him in the face, and now you got the whole town after you because you hit the wrong button.
I didn't know you could accidentally shoot him in the face. Maybe I'd accidentally purposely shoot him in the face.
What? Well, and that's like, what's his name? Yeah, he had showed that that game, the Force Unleashed. It's based off of Star Wars.
Sure.
But it's got a scale system in those games. Like there's the game series of Fable, that your actions influences your morality scale. Positive or negative. So are you good or evil? Well, depending on how you are perceived by society, by your actions, affects how the gameplay goes.
Really?
So yeah, you could be an all-out evil person if you wanted. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like you, but you're able to intimidate people and get better prices. It's like
that's what's so cool with the games nowadays. They're so, I guess, especially when you get other people. It's funny because with my my 17-year-old boy, he plays video games with my 22-year-old son and my 22-year-old son's friends. So he's basically playing video games, in his room with these guys. Well, I finally had to get to the point where, when my other son wants to go hang out with them, he wants to go with them. We weren't letting him go with them. And we're like, why? Well, you're 17, they're 22 years old. There's things that 22-year-olds do that 17-year-olds, well, not really, because, at this age, they're still not, big into drinking and a lot of the stuff. I mean, they do some a little, but he's like, well, Dad, they're my friends. I'm like, they're not your friends. You play video games with them. And then of course, I start YouTubing. These people are my friends. I'm telling Connie, like, well, these people are my friends, and now she's getting, this is not just playing on the computer. These are actually real people. These are my friends. And now I kind of understand what he was saying when he's saying those people are his friends, because he converses with them. He has fun with them. He talks with them and things like that. So, I finally figured it out. So
now you understand.
I understand now.
Well, and you find that a lot with games. Like a game I've played a lot, and I've been playing it for years. I actually had worked with Linden Labs that created the game, but it's Second Life, and it's more of a visual social media. That everything in the game is created by the users of the game. That you create the whole world. And your own designs. And every character that you see in the game is a real person. That there are no non-player characters in there.
Okay.
So when you're actually interacting with people, you're actually interacting with a real person behind that avatar. And a lot of people, that was one of the first real situations in Second Life. That you had that situation where you're interacting with real people that have real feelings.
Oh yeah.
So you could really harm somebody emotionally. And there's people that do that on purpose. And and in gaming, the timeline of interaction is greatly accelerated. That getting to know people, getting emotionally attached with people is so much faster than in real life. Because you're limited to texting and doing activities just isolated in this little virtual world. So it just happens so much faster. You see that a lot where people get emotionally invested, and then they get hurt, and it can be beneficial, but it can also be ugly.
Well, guys, is there someone we can go raid? I can't look anything up, but it's 11:30, and I've got to get to bed. Because if it's 11:30, if I'm lucky, I'll be in bed by midnight.
Isn't your day off tomorrow?
It normally would be, except I'm off on Saturday for the 4th of July.
Ah, okay.
So they wouldn't be kind enough to let us have, our normal days off and the 4th of July. That just becomes our day off.
Yep. If y'all don't see me tomorrow, it's because I'm cooking and stuff.
Oh, all right.
Got to make the potato salad and do all that stuff and get everything ready.
Gotcha. You're not going to do it the same day. You do it the day before.
Yep. Potato salad's better after it sets all night.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah, let the flavor soak in.
Yep.
I've never liked tater salad.
And I'll prepare my hamburgers and have them ready. Throw on the grill, all the prep stuff.
Is passion and hunting for fishing in your stream? Oh. Just wonder.
That's okay. All right, guys. We're going to wrap things up. I want to thank Crazy Am. I want to thank Running Water. I want to thank Get Her Done Granny.
Sure.
I want to thank Mr. Silent over here, Silent Bob. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Sashi Shane, Joan McMillan, Mike McConkey, Braden, Cindy, Bunch World, Arcade, B Lady. I'm going to miss someone. I always say I'm going to miss someone because I always do miss someone. I thank all you guys for coming in tonight. This is the first, maybe only, Around the Campfire with Sty 2.0. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I love you guys. So does he.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.
Night.
And what she said.